Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first radio show for the Centennial High Fun Fantasy Football League. I, of course, is your host, Aloufus James. This is a special moment as this is the 10th installment of the CHFFFL Super Bowl, and we have no other than the two participants in the Super Bowl, Justin Rizzoli, owner of the first Italy Thunder, and Fernando Hernandez, owner of the Sugarland Cougars. Guys, how y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Cool. Hey, both y'all had some pretty big weeks. Fernando, Odell Beckham, 40-plus points. How did you feel about that?
Pretty excited. That man has come through for me in a crucial moment. I'm very proud, very happy.
That's good. Now ODB got you 40, but you about to face arguably the best combo of wide receivers ever owned in this league, and this league's been around for 10 years. I mean, are you nervous about that, facing A.J. Green, Des Bryant, and Demaryius Thomas?
A little bit, but my guys, I think they can put up their own numbers too. So I'm a little nervous, but not too nervous.
Well, Rizzoli, what do you think about that response?
I mean, obviously the receiver battle in this game is going to be the main point of focus. Both teams are big as the receivers go, so I think it's if I'm number one, I think he's a accomplished number two as far as the receiver department goes. So I think it's going to be a good battle, and looking forward to it.
And here's the fun thing about it. Arguably, the big thing about fantasy football now this year is a good wide receiver tandem, especially in our league. Where the points per reception, decimal points for yardage, and I mean it's a big deal. And both of y'all have the best, arguably one and number two wide receiver tandem. But the funny thing is, both of y'all got it through transactions. Fernando, you picked up Odell Beckham Jr., and Thunder, you made arguably one of the most controversial but smartest trades in the history of this league, trading Demaryius Thomas for Michael Crabtree. So, I mean, do you think that Demaryius Thomas might lay another egg, like he did 2 weeks ago, even though he was already in the playoffs? Or you think he'll be back to his old self at Cincinnati?
I think he should be back to his old self. I'm not scared of. I don't think he is scared of the Cincy defense. They're not as great as they were last year, or the year before. So I think he'll be able to take advantage. And last week Peyton had the flu or something going on, so hopefully he's all healed up and ready to go at 100% for this week. And we got an extra day of footage on it because I believe it's a Monday night game, so should be prepared to go out there and kick some ass for me.
Gotcha. Fernando, the result sounds confident about Demaryius Thomas. How you feel about that?
I mean, Demaryius Thomas, he's been putting up big numbers all year, so I mean, why not? He should. I would say nothing different from him today, from this week. So I just need my guys to come with it. Antonio Brown, Jerry Macklin, Odell Beckham, they come with it. It should be all right.
So let's talk about these two transactions real quick. First Fernando, Odell Beckham. How did you feel when you got him? Like, were you nervous? Were you just hoping he did something? What?
And I just needed something. He wanted to beat the Cougars right now. I was like, man. What else I got? I mean, I already got Jerry Macklin. I was like, man, I need either a receiver or running back. So I said, you know what? Let's take a flyer on Odell Beckham and see what happens. And lucky enough, it's put it to my favor.
Now, Rizzoli, obviously that trade that happened week 4. I mean, that was huge. That was a huge trade. How did you pull that off? Viewers want to know.
To be honest, I'm not even sure. I just woke up one day and had the trade offer sit there, and I just clicked yes as fast as I could. And I think it just goes to show that, you shouldn't get too freaked out whatever that early in the season about a certain player or your team or whatever. And, stay being confident in what you drafted, and unless, there's an injury or anything like that, obviously goes bad. And I'm a big fan of selling high and buying low, and at that point, I think Crabtree had been outplaying Demaryius, but I knew that wasn't going to last, and pulled the trigger when I saw the opportunity.
Gotcha. Now, obviously for both y'all, the 2 weak spots on your teams is running backs and tight end. But both of y'all kind of have had a resurgence with running back. Obviously, Fernando, Eddie Lacy got off to a slow start, but he's been amazing the past month. And then Thunder, Lamar Miller, besides last week, I mean, he's been pretty solid for you. And then Joique Bell has been here and there. Do you feel like your running back core, I'm going to start with Rizzoli first, your running back core, you think it's going to be able to hold up with Cougars and Eddie Lacy at Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I think so. Miller's got a weak defense ahead of him this week in Minnesota. He's averaging towards the bottom of the league in yards against the run every game, and then I'm also starting Joique against Chicago's defense, who we all know is a joke as well. But I think I got some fairly good matchups this week to hopefully take advantage of some weak defenses out there.
Gotcha. Fernando, I mean, the counter. Eddie Lacy's been on a tear. He's been solid. He's been consistent. But that number 2 running back, you've been having a little bit of an issue with that lately. How you feel about that? Are you confident? You gonna be okay? What's going on?
Well, Eddie Lacy, I feel confident about him. I think he'll be just fine this weekend for me. Greg Jennings on the Rashad Jennings on his end. I don't know. Rashad Jennings has been injured. He came back from his injury. Supposed to 2 good weeks for me, but after that, he had ankle problems. So I'm not too sure about Rashad Jennings right now. So I had to make a little. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about Rashad Jennings, but we'll see. I'll keep reading the reports, do what they say about him, but I'm a little nervous about Rashad Jennings.
Okay. Now, the tight end position for both of y'all. Both of y'all have 2 very solid tight ends, but they can be hit or miss. And obviously, if you don't have Jimmy Graham or, Julius Thomas, it's kind of hit or miss. Even Jimmy Graham this year has been hit or miss. But, Travis Kelce stepped up in a huge way for you, Fernando, last week. Think he's going to be able to do that against Pittsburgh, at Pittsburgh?
I think so. Pittsburgh's pass defense is not that great anymore. I got some old guys out there with some young guys out there, but I think Chelsea will take full advantage of that. So, yeah, I think I'll be just fine with Chelsea.
And Rizzoli, you got Martellus Bennett against Detroit. He almost got clocked in the face the very first play of the game against New Orleans on Monday. You think he'll be able to step up against Detroit in a key divisional game for Detroit?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's one of those frustrating fantasy players to own because he's got all the talent, but of course, when you're a receiver or tight end, you got to rely on the quarterback to give the ball, and with him, he unfortunately has a 7th grader playing quarterback for him and can't get him the ball as well as he should. You'd think with that other arsenal around him that either with all those receivers healthy that they would draw attention on him, he'd have some openings, or you'd think with one of those 2 on the outside, down, he'd draw more looks from Cutler. But I don't know, just kind of hit or miss with him, and hopefully this week's a hit.
Good. All right, guys, look. All right, we got the X's and O's out of the way. Let's throw that out the window right now. Y'all 2 are in the same division. And y'all going to be in the same division for the next 4 more years. Rizzoli, you didn't beat Fernando this year. How do you feel about that? I'm looking at it right now. Week 3, you lost 157.2 to 119. And then you lost Week 8, 207.5 to 146. And you finished 10-4.
Yeah. Well, I know he's been my nemesis so far. And hopefully 3rd time's a charm this year. And I can just catch him on a good week or so. It seems like he's been catching me on a good week, especially with that 204-point game. And you don't see that often in this league or any league. So hopefully it's just my lucky day this weekend.
Now, if I heard, are you saying that those games were flukes, or you just say he's a really good opponent and he just caught you on bad weeks?
No, I don't think it's flukes. I think he just gave his boys more of a pep talk when you're playing the top dog in the division or the league for that matter. Floating at the top pretty much all year, so you just kind of step your game up, whether you're playing against America's team, the Cowboys, or Super Bowl champ, or whoever it may be. Everyone kind of kicks it up a notch. And I think he was able to give his team a pretty good pep talk for those weeks.
Now, Fernando, you've been around for a while. You've been around this is your 6th year in this league.
Yep.
Thunder's pretty much king. He's been to the playoffs 5 times. 6 times actually. This is his 6th appearance. He's been to the championship 3 times, twice in 2 years. He's done it before, won it all. He has an undefeated record, 13-0-1. He has the top two best records at 12-2 and 13-0-1. Do you respect everything that Rizzoli does, or do you think it's just because he got those just because you weren't in the league early?
Nah, of course. Of course I respect them. I mean, it was far better coaches before me, so, that was my turn. But, I do respect what he's done. And now I'm just trying to make my stamp on it. So I respect everything he's done.
Well, I'm going to leave the floor to Fernando. Fernando, do you have any last words you need to give to your team or to let Rizzoli know that y'all about to be real this weekend, or what's going on?
I just think, good luck to him. And my pep talk to my team, well, just, keep doing what you've been doing. We got this far, why not? Keep it going for one more week.
All right, Rizzoli, you got anything else to say to your team or to Fernando?
Yep, just want to say, I'm honored to have such a worthy opponent as Fernando for this championship game. I think even though the seeding didn't show, I think these are the top two teams in the league, and should be a fun game for all to see. And then just wanted to say thank you to Lou for always putting this together and making it such a fun league to be in. And as for my team, I don't feel like I need to really give them a pep talk. It's the Super Bowl here, and they should know what to do and how to get their mind right.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's the first episode ever of the CHFFL radio broadcast. Thanks to Fernando Hernandez, owner of the Sugarland Cougars, and Justin Rizzoli, owner of the Italy Thunder, for putting in their 2 cents on how they feel about this championship game. And I also want to thank my beautiful fiance that's sitting right here beside me, just keeping me company. And and we will see what happens next week. The episode will be recapping the championship game between Fernando Hernandez, Sugarland Cougars, and Justin Rizzoli, Italy Thunder. Much love.
Yep.